Just how far off the rails has President Macron of France got? He really has thrown his toys out of the pram this time by recalling his ambassadors from Australia and the USA. First time in history that France has withdrawn its senior diplomatic representation from the USA. He's mad because Australia has cancelled a £48 billion order for 12 diesel-powered submarines. Fair enough, you'd think. Who wouldn't be upset by such a huge loss of contract? Only problem is, he knew about this months ago. There's a long saga of disputes that's been going on about a variety of aspects of the deal, from arguments about the transfer of French technology to the squabbles about what proportion of the build would take place in Australia. Australia eventually decided these boats were too expensive and old technology, so they got a better deal with the US. Scott Morrison, Prime Minister of Australia, says he warned President Macron at a dinner back in June that his government was likely to cancel the deal. Macron claims he learned of the decision from Australian media the day of the cancellation. Scott Morrison counters by telling us that his government contacted and briefed Macron, his Foreign Affairs Minister and his Defence Minister on the decision the day before the announcement. On his recent past record of duplicitous goings-on, I'm more inclined to believe Scott Morrison. After all, Macron went stupid over the Channel Islands asserting their fishing rights and made all kinds of stupid threats, bemoaning in public the damage that this will do to the French fishing industry. It's funny, but I don't recall anyone crying about our fishing communities as they were being destroyed by the French and the rest of the EU in the 70s and 80s. And believe me, they were destroyed. He accepted £54 million from Priti Patel's Home Office to set up 4 crossing control points and establish a reception centre for refugees in France to help stop the huge influx of floating boaters. This he was supposed to do before the end of September. He has 11 days left, and apparently nothing has been done. So serious the situation is that Priti Patel has threatened to cancel the arrangement and keep her money. Quite right too. To cap it all, he's shouting for a powerful EU army, and it seems that van der Leyen, the EU president, agrees. Interesting. I wonder if Nick Clegg and the rest of the Ramonas will shut up and apologise for the lies they told when they mocked and shouted down Brexiteers for even suggesting such a thing. And believe me, we were mocked for being stupid. And Nick Clegg stood on a public platform and made an absolute statement. There was no such thing was ever going to happen. What a bunch of liars they are. Macron has lost any grip on reality that he may once have had. The free world should be very worried, as we have 2 presidents that are not worth a candle between them. One is in his dotage and losing his mind, and the other one has lost his marbles. Sad news. Thank you for listening. If you can, please subscribe.